Here's your Pinpoint Weather 12 forecast.
Well, a quick hitting storm. It's about 8 hours worth of heavy rain and strong winds starting around midnight and then wrapping up around 8 a.m., 9 a.m. the latest tomorrow morning. 1.5 to 2.5 inches of rain is mentioned. That is just obviously too much considering where we've been of late. So renewed urban street and river flooding overnight towards daybreak. Even when the weather improves tomorrow and the sun comes out, still flooding impacts. Strongest winds were out South Shore. Have a wind advisory, gust of 55 to 60. Could be some scattered outages in that location. I'll show you that in just a second. And the coastal flood warning during the time of high tide early tomorrow morning. Quiet in Providence, cool, mid-40s, but it's really not too cold. I mean, for mid-January, these numbers are not bad. Looking at 40 in Providence, 41 New Bedford, and looking at 45 now in Taunton. So our threat tracker remains low the early part of the evening. Again, plans to be out and running errands and things like that as late as, say, 10, 11 o'clock, looking okay. But it's late at night where the storm starts to kick in. Flood watch, gusty wind, and an additional soaking rain of 1.5 to 2.5 inches of rain during that time period. A lot of rain over a short amount of time through at least the early morning hours up until about, I would say, 9 a.m. the latest. The strongest wind gusts early in the morning at the shoreline. Beach erosion once again early in the morning, like for instance in Narragansett Town Beach. You get those waves crashing over that seawall. And coastal flooding and bay flooding too, not just the South Shore, but up Narragansett Bay during that high tide early in the morning. So skies are dry. You can clearly see the next storm system across the Great Lakes in the Ohio Valley. It's this area of precipitation and wind that's headed our way. So when we take this into the future, and notice by around the midnight hour, the rain and wind is starting to kick in. The areas of orange and yellow and red indicating some downpours and some strong wind. This is about 7 o'clock in the morning. Fortunately, it's not one of those slow-moving storms. It's very progressive. Watch how rapidly things dry out mid to late morning. By noontime, the sun is coming out. All that heavy rain lifting offshore. Certainly late morning, second half of the day tomorrow is much better. Blustery, dry, cooler. This is Saturday night. And even Sunday looks dry, though colder. Rainfall amounts, a lot of our computer guidance is still honing in on the axis of heaviest rain along the I-95 corridor, 2.5 inches of rain. And look at this little strip of the maxima right in here. This is right along the Patuxent River Basin, unfortunately, over the Scituate Reservoir. And while these amounts are not as high as the last storm, they are still very significant and why flooding will occur again. It'll be windy everywhere with this storm, but clearly south and east of Providence, the South Shore, Newport County, Bristol County, New Bedford, southeast gusts anywhere at 55 to 60. So if there's any scattered outages or scattered damage to tree limbs or power lines, it would be favored in this area, shaded in light brown. And again, the coastal flood warning for the South Shore all the way up Narragansett Bay to Fox Point. So you have a strong onshore wind pushing the water at the time of high tide, and that's funneled up the bay, and why bay communities have the risk of some coastal flooding. So for this evening, it looks fine. Slow increase in the cloud cover, but staying dry. It's during the overnight pre-dawn while most of us are home, most of us are sleeping. It's a wind-driven heavy rain. We start to see some street and neighborhood flooding starting around 3, 4, 5 in the morning. Temperatures rising into the 50s by early morning. We are stormy early tomorrow morning. Things shutting down by mid to late morning. We're drier, pretty warm, very mild and windy with temperatures in the 50s, and then slowly cooling down, drier weather with a mix of clouds and sunshine during Saturday afternoon. All right, 7-day forecast, very active weather pattern. So here's the storm for overnight tomorrow morning. Noticeably colder next week. I mean, look at these temperatures. Winter kicks in, and watching with a lot of interest Tuesday night into Wednesday, the potential is there for some accumulating snow. I mean, we'll deal with that in time. We'll just take one storm at a time here, but we are trending more like winter next week in terms of temperature, and at least one chance for snow the middle of next week. But unfortunately, another storm on the way, a quick hitter, but it is still high impact.
And I guess at this point, Tony, snow is better than the rain.
Well, you've got a slower runoff, a slower melt, and so it's a gradual melting of water, melting of snow into the river basin, but it's a pretty active storm track.
Wild. All right,
Yeah.
Tony, thank you. Still ahead on 12 News at 5, the IRS